Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising in Venus, welcome. This Warriors of Light Tarot. We're doing the heart spread for you today. This is for May 2023. This is a love, romance, and relationship reading. You see it's 8 cards in the shape of a heart. So real quick on the astrology, and by the way, we're using the Klimt art deck today for the reading. So this is a little bit different deck, so I do try to give it a little bit different interpretations to respect the artwork. So this is a tricky reading, gotta tell you. But to go over the astrology, kind of the big thing for you, other than you've got Charon, of course, for a long time in Aries, and as an astrologer, for all Libras, you want to look at, that's at 13 degrees now. You always want to keep an eye on what that's doing as it opposes your energy there in Libra, particularly if it's a sun, opposing anything around 13 degrees, say from like 7 degrees to, 20 degrees, Libra. You could call that, in some kind of opposition. If not, then it would have been not too long ago, or it will be in the coming future. So, but the big thing today, of course, is Pluto retrograde today, and not to mention you also have the solar eclipse, partial eclipse. That's at 10 degrees Taurus, so not directly hitting you. And you've got Pluto could be squaring you if you have that late degree sun, in Libra. And then that's huge. I have, it's exactly at 27 opposite my natal moon. So, when Pluto gets involved, it's like putting a gun to your head and saying transform or die. You do have free will, so you get the choice. So that's the main things with you guys. And not that they're little, it just depends on where your sun is. If you have a late degree sun, that Pluto is going to be huge in its retrograde, even though it's going to go only a few degrees past 27. Anything up in those higher degrees of Libra, look out, as a powerful transformation energy. So what I see here is a kind of difficult relationship. I did notice several times when I was shuffling, and I had to split the deck at the end because the lovers ended up on the bottom of the deck, and I don't like to know what's there. But I did see it like 3 times. So lovers is a choice, though, is the main thing. It's also Gemini energy. So this is your energy in and around love, romance, and relationship as we come into the reading. And you have here the Knight of Cups moving into the reading. Over here, whoever's on your mind, or your partner, if you're in a relationship. If you're single, you can intuit this. This could be in a future position. So intuit everything I say is something that'll be showing up. Remember, this is the May time frame. So this is the 9 of Cups. So you're dealing with someone here who you could say is the happy bachelor. Probably they weren't someone out on a dating site running around looking for love. With you showing here with the Knight of Cups, maybe you were. This could be the classic energy of someone not on a dating site, at least someone that was open to love. Here you have someone, they're telling their friends, haha, you don't think I'm getting married again. I've had it with men and women. And this is someone's like, gosh, when is my true love going to come? But somehow you got together. My guess, if this is your reading, Libras, you made the first move here. Now, this is your energy as you're expressing it towards your person specifically. This card, this is the energy of your person expressing towards you. Now, and you notice too, in terms of the artwork here with the 7 of Wands, he's got his sword and is killing the bull. Now, that's some Taurus energy. And what do we have today at 10 degrees? This amazing eclipse season beginning here. With the solar partial eclipse. The bookend to that is going to be the lunar eclipse on the 16th. That's at 25 Scorpio. So, keep that in mind. You might have planets in your personal planets in Scorpio. Wouldn't be unusual. So usually with the 7 of Wands in that position, that's about boundaries, taking actions. So in some way, if this is your reading, you're feeling like you have to put up boundaries with this person. And it's interesting because, with the 8 of Pentacles, as the way they're feeling about this, I always like this here. If someone's feeling with the Ace of Pentacles, um, about you, particularly if it's a new relationship. It's just about perfect. It shows that they're, whatever they're feeling for you, it's sincere. You know, they've given it some thought. And for someone that's coming from this position, you know, that's a good sign, I think. You know, if you were wondering how they feel, I think they are sincerely interested in you. And it kind of implies to me, too, being that this Ace of Pentacles, like you're the one, they're probably not entertaining someone else. Now, so why are you in this defensive position? Often sevens I see is, you know, patterns. Maybe they're triggering you somehow. You know, this could be something of be careful what you ask for, because maybe that now you've gotten it. Maybe you sort of didn't really expect him to come on so strongly to you. Maybe you were saying, I love you, and then they said, I want to marry you, or you said, hey, can we go out? And they said, oh my God, I've been waiting for you to ask, and I I think you're the one. And maybe it was something like too quick, and that's maybe what's got you on guard here. So now we move to, this is the energy of what Spirit advises for you in this relationship. And then here, this is the energy of what Spirit advises for your person in this relationship. And I take these very seriously, because I always say I don't trust myself, I don't trust someone else necessarily. I never trust the government, but I always trust Spirit. And this is the advice from Spirit. And most importantly, and the most important card in this reading, this is the advice from Spirit for the relationship as a whole. And when I think of seeing that Lover's card, when you have the Two of Cups, you know, look at this couple here, as you can see in this art deck's really beautiful, very emotional, which Two of Cups should well be. And you're both emotional, you particularly. So this is a Libra that's, you're in touch with your emotions, okay? And I think kind of they are too, because they're coming in as the Nine of Cups. You know, this is someone that's the good thing about the Nine of Cups in this position, it's like a baseline of where we're at. This is someone that's not needy. If they're interested in you, it's not because they need you and they're desperate. You know, they generally find value in you, see? So now as advice, the Nine of Swords is tricky. To me, it's coming under the Seven of Wands here. So the advice from Spirit is you really need to look inside, and maybe a part of this defense could be like a self-defense. Like, I hate to say it, but with Libras, you know, you tend to not want to feel the bad feelings. You don't want to deal with difficult things in the relationship. I really think this is asking you to instead of the usual advice, get out of your head, you know, get into your head, deal with something, whatever's making you feel defensive. You're going to really need to examine that, you know, and try to figure out if that has to do with you or the other person. And I gotta think it has to do with you guys. Do leave me a message, see if this resonates, you know. Because why I say that? Because now they have the Ace of Pentacles, and their advice for Spirit, it's a Three of Pentacles. That's one of the best, most positive cards in the deck. But here I believe the advice from Spirit is they need to cooperate with you. So also as advice, I think this is helpful here, Libras. I believe that if you have this, I think it's going to be a difficult discussion. This is you saying something to them that's probably difficult for you because it brings up negative things. It might be something that they're doing, treating you. It could be eating potato chips while you're watching Netflix and it just drives you nuts, or, you know, something like that. There's something about them that, you know, is unpleasant or distasteful to you or difficult for you. And I don't see that they're doing anything wrong, anything like that. But it's difficult for you to breach the subject with them and talk to them about it. But keep in mind here, Libras, I think they're going to well receive you if you have this difficult conversation. And advice from Spirit, the most important card here is the Two of Cups. You guys got something here. And I believe that with the Eight of Wands coming over now, this Two of Cups, this is fantastic energy. Look how it changes from the Seven of Wands. This is, now you have released these defenses, okay? And now look, they're joyous and open. And you, if it's a long distance relationship, suddenly you start flowing, and the conversations and engagement. If it's a personal relationship, suddenly you're happy and you're going out and you're being a couple here with this Two of Cups, and it's wide open. So let me know if that resonates, guys. You know, I do appreciate if you like and share and all of that. And please do subscribe. Thank you, guys.